Trivia List presents Heroic Animals Who Risked It All for Love. This might be old news to you pet owners out there, but animals have feelings too. Some of you are skeptical, I know. Your pet iguana from high school never returned your affections, no matter how many crickets you fed him, right? Well, that's on you, because today I'll prove to you that animals not only feel, they love. These are heroic animals who risked it all for love. Our first animal is a classic hero from 2014. It's Tara the cat. As you can tell from the timestamp, this video was shot in May 2014. What you're looking at is the driveway and front yard of a family home, with the owner's young son riding on his tricycle. Another angle shows you a neighbor's dog that's off the leash and out of control. Now you can't see Tara the cat yet, but don't worry, you will. Suddenly the dog bolts around the family SUV and attacks the young boy. It grabs him by the leg and tries to yank the boy into the street using his teeth. Then, just in the nick of time, Tara the cat bolts in from the right side of the screen. In a furry flurry of claws and jaws, she scares the dog off before it can hurt the boy any further. After the dog is scared off, the cat returns to make sure the boy is okay. The boy's mom leaves to chase the dog down while Tara the cat leads the boy to safety. Now is that love or what? A cat might have 9 lives, but dogs only get 1. Nevertheless, our number 2 hero is this boxer named Bella, who saved her owners from 2 men armed with guns. One day when Bella's owner Joseph was in his backyard pushing his daughter on a swing, 2 armed men stormed into their property and demanded money. Joe was terrified, thinking he and his daughter could be shot at any moment, but then suddenly their 2 dogs, Bella and Shiloh, attacked the armed robbers. The thieves shot wildly but missed the 2 dogs. With the fearsome family pets almost on top of them, they finally ran for it. The family is together today thanks to this daring dog. If you thought that last story was frightening, our number 3 feline will show you just what a pussy you are. This rural family was careless with their garbage, which you might have heard can attract pests. Before they knew it, the woman and child in this video found themselves trapped by a hungry bear. The hungry bear goes for the white garbage bag, but the woman worries he might come inside, so she bangs on the window to scare it off. After all, why would the bear settle for garbage scraps when there's some juicy baby back ribs waiting on the other side of this thin glass door? Then suddenly, the day is saved by their fearless cat. The startled bear reels back in fear. But if you thought the cat could only win by surprise, guess again. After the bear regains its footing, the cat still doesn't back down. Even facing a carnivore 100 times her size, the cat intimidates the bear. In the end, the bear makes its escape with the garbage, but the cat saved its beloved family. This next animal hero is a dog who's more attentive than his owners when it comes to child safety. A dog named Duke from Connecticut was adopted from an animal shelter that would have put him to sleep. His new masters had no idea their pitiful pup would one day repay the favor in spades. After having Duke for 6 years, the family added a little human baby to their number as well. But when the girl was only 9 weeks old, she suddenly stopped breathing in her sleep. Duke ran into the owner's bedroom in the middle of the night and started shaking the bed until they woke up. Luckily, they discovered the danger in time and their daughter was saved. You know, maybe you should adopt a shelter dog too. After all, it could save your life one day. Our next amazing animal hero is a little outside the domestic sphere. In this video, recorded in Africa, you'll see a kind of animal love 3-way. First, this crocodile loves an antelope almost to death. Of course, I mean love in the way that I love Taco Bell. But before the antelope kicks the bucket, a family of hippos comes to the rescue. Unfortunately for the croc, the hippos love him in the way he loves the antelope. While the big jaws are biting back and forth, the antelope makes a break for it. It finally reaches the edge of the water just as this hippo gives it a helping bite. Our next heroic pet is another dog who saved a baby, but unlike those pets who just dive into action without thinking, this punctilious pooch went through the proper channels. A South Carolina family thought they did everything right when they put their babysitter through a background check before hiring her. Convinced everything would be fine, they left their baby with the woman while they went to work. But when the parents got home, their black lab Killian started growling at the babysitter. Killian usually isn't an aggressive dog, so the parents were tipped off that something was wrong. Using a baby monitor, they listened in on the babysitter and caught her abusing their child. The babysitter is now behind bars, and Killian the dog became a national hero. This next animal hero made it out of an especially close call herself. She's a gorilla named Binti Jua at the Brookfield Zoo in Chicago. In 1996, a boy fell 24 feet into Binti's enclosure, knocking himself unconscious. Something similar happened in Cincinnati in 2016 and ended with the gorilla Harambe dead from a gunshot. But Binti was different. She had a baby of her own, and when she found the boy, she knew he needed care. In this video of the incident, she can clearly be seen cradling the small child while waiting for help to arrive. Zookeepers rescued the boy, but Binti was recognized for her services as well, and has been hailed a hero ever since. Our last animal hero was unfortunately thrust to international fame due to a natural disaster. It's the story of two dogs and the friendship that kept them alive. In 2011, Japan was rocked by a massive earthquake that caused a deadly tsunami and started a meltdown at the Fukushima nuclear power plant. The tsunami traveled dozens of miles inland, flooding and flattening towns in its path. When the water flowed back out to sea, hundreds of square miles of devastation were left in its wake. Humans and animals alike suffered. But this dog stayed with his wounded companion, rather than escaping to save itself. The wounded dog is unable to move, so when humans come nearby, his pal ran over to get help. He wouldn't leave his wounded friend, so the humans had no choice but to rescue both. So there you go. Animals can be real lifesavers. So if you're worried about the future, why not run out and get a dog, a cat, a hippo, and a gorilla? One of them is bound to save you, right? Until next time, bye-bye!